Yeah, I'm back, as you noticed. Uh, yes, and I keep wondering why, everything. Was the right. The time I grew up was Nasser. Gamal Abdel Nasser was the president of Egypt, and it was after the 1952. They used to call it the White Revolution because there was no bloodshed in there, and they transferred the power from King Farouk. The British actually did to the free officers. That's what their name was back. The group, Gamal Abdel Nasser, Muhammad Najib, Anwar Sadat, Hosni Mubarak. Well, I don't know if Hosni Mubarak was there or not, but there was a few, and actually they were very much affiliated with the Muslim Brotherhood. Um, Gamal Abdel Nasser was actually uh, a part, an army officer uh, that he got his education in England. And, well, the British are very, they are the greatest, well, they think they are the greatest empire, but they are the most sneaky. And what they make us led to believe actually the United States of America is doing what the British did like 100 years ago now in the Middle East. Reform and democracy and all that. And that's exactly what the British did in order to get rid of the Islamic ruling nation, which was the last dynasty was the Ottoman Empire, and they were very threatened by their presence, and they went there and they destroyed. And they didn't destroy it actually because they were, you know, strong or they were really powerful or what have you. They did because the leadership of the Ottoman Empire left to the creed, and they become very corrupted, and they weren't following the teaching of our religion, or well, the only system that prevailed throughout the centuries since the message was revealed to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it was, but I'm not gonna, go deep in there. But anyway, so the British, they have that hate because they were already dominated. They took India from the Islamic Ummah, and now the Middle East was very important to them because of the location, and also it's an access to Africa, where all the minerals and oil and all, so they can go and suck the blood out of the black continent. And then so this was all, all orchestrated, and what helped them that they raise or they develop these governments and revolutions in England, in the West, and then they pick them. Abdel Nasser was from Beni Mur. It's a little village in Said, Upper Egypt, and his father was a postman, and it's a good story to sell to the masses. And he said, well, we're gonna declare, nationalize the Suez Canal, and we're gonna get rid of the landlords and the landowners, اقطاعيين or aristocrats, and give it to the Egyptian people and the farmers and all that. So everybody was clapping their hands and jumping upside down from joy that we finally got a government that's working for the Egyptian people. But that wasn't the truth behind it. It was a British, you see, it's the colonies, and this is a new colonies now. They make people believe. They did it everywhere. Latin America, South America, Far East, in Asia, in Africa, in Russia, the Russian Empire. They did it everywhere. Make them believe in Europe, because you see, the land that was known to mankind back then, it was under the ruling of, or under the Islamic ruling, under the Islamic nation. Why? It's not because Muslims, they were going there and trying to convert people to Islam or to take their religion or identity away. No. They were there to do justice and to enforce God's laws on the land. You see, this is what, again, the message of Islam, it's for mankind. It is to get rid of the tyranny and the dictators and the pharaohs that they try to enslave and suck the life out of the vast majority of people, the most vulnerable. And that's exactly what happened. And then they tried to brainwash and us and raise us, and then they created the Arabic nationalism and the Ba'athis and the all the you are Egyptians and you are Palestinians and you are Libyans and you are they divide the whole Middle East, and they did that with the ruler, Sykes Biko. That was a treaty. I think it was 1906, when they have the ruler, and they sit there in the map and they make the lines. That's why you see all the border lines between the countries in the Middle East. It looks like a line, it's not natural, like mountains or canyons or rivers or whatever, or oceans or seas. No, it's just a line they draw on the sand, and they said, well, this is Egypt, this is Sudan, this is Libya. And then they make sure that there will be disconnect in geographic facts of it, and also the social and national texture of that Ottoman Empire, because they were, they have the hate because they weren't able to enslave and colonize and have their empire spread everywhere. That's exactly what happened, guys. You gotta look at the history, and we got to to start being like Netanyahu said, oh, we're being vigilant. We have to be vigilant. We have to be very careful about who is our friends and who really our sincere leadership, and why there is a massive media and stereotyping against Islam and Muslims. We are, our religion, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded the whole globe to do justice and to stand for the weak and share the wealth, because everything, it belongs to him. It's his wealth that he give it to whoever he wishes, and hold it from whoever he wishes. Anyway, I gotta go because it's 10 minutes and I don't want to make long videos. I'll come back to you guys soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.